Tinnitus is a very common disorder. In fact, most people have experienced tinnitus to some degree in their life. And even more so, 3 to 5% experience it enough where they actually seek some professional help.
And it's very common for it to occur along with hearing loss. About 85% of those with tinnitus also have some form of hearing loss along with it.
Stress is a big influence in tinnitus. In fact, many people say that when their stress increases, they notice their tinnitus increases as well.
Hearing loss can also contribute greatly to stress because, of course, if you're struggling to hear something, it's going to cause you to be more fatigued. That fatigue is going to increase the stress, which is going to also ramp up the sound of the tinnitus.
In addition, something called the vicious circle, where as you pay more attention to your tinnitus, you become more stressed, and as you become more stressed, you pay more attention to the tinnitus.
Well, there aren't really any known cures for tinnitus, or at least easy ones, like a pill that can be taken or home remedies. But there are different types of therapies that can be used that are very successful. One of the ones that we use most often is something called sound therapy.
Absolutely. And sound therapy is simply introducing different sounds to help the tinnitus blend into the background. And a good example of this is a candle in a dark room. You'll notice as the light starts to dim, your attention goes to the brightness of the flame. In this example, the flame represents the tinnitus, and it burns very brightly against a dark contrast. But if we slowly bring the lights back on, you'll notice the flame starts to blend into the background. The lights represent the sound therapy. And that's what we do with sound therapy, is we want to introduce new sounds to help the tinnitus blend into the background so it becomes less noticeable for many people. And there are lots of different ways in which we can introduce sound therapy.
Yes, in fact, one of the most notable ways is just through a hearing instrument alone, like this Beltone hearing aid that can be worn behind the ear. These are very small devices that can be programmed to have a tinnitus breaker turned on in them, which will deliver different sounds that can mask the tinnitus. And then last but not least is there's been some very interesting technologies over the recent years that can stream sounds directly from a smartphone straight into the hearing instrument.
And one of those technologies is the Beltone Calmer app. The Beltone Calmer app allows you to play a variety of sounds as well as learn more about your tinnitus and what could be done to help you. If you're struggling with tinnitus, it's important to remember that you're not alone, as many people struggle with tinnitus. But there are lots of things that can be done to help you.
The next step is to get into your nearest Beltone practitioner. They'll develop a treatment plan specifically for you to improve your quality of life with tinnitus and hearing loss. Find your local hearing care practitioner at Beltone.com or download the Beltone Calmer app for free in App Store or Google Play.